Good morning, Rahul.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Actually, today I'm going to give a revision class for Unit 2. I think people are so busy with CAT 1 examination. Is it?
Today we have training and development, sir. A difficult subject,
I
so I
see.
think so.
Okay, no problem. I will take the class and I will share the class. Okay? Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If you want, you can study that subject too. I will share that particular thing. Don't worry. Today we are going to discuss only the revision of Unit 2 topics. Let's start with economic growth. As we know, economic growth is a production of economic goods and services comparing with the previous period. Actually, gross domestic product is a right tool to measure the economic growth. There are many advantages for economic growth, but it has been measured with a real GDP and increase in the value of national output. Sometimes it will be calculated in a national income or national expenditure, and actual economic growth relies on how the people lead the life. So sometimes it will be measured as a human index. There are five stages in the economic growth given by Rasto. Stage one is traditional society. Stage two is precondition for takeoff. And third stage is takeoff. And the fourth stage is drive to maturity. And the last stage is the age of high mass consumption. Rasto has given this particular model in 1960, which is considered to be the best model for economic growth, but it failed to include a particular concept called postmodern modern society. And along with this particular thing, let's move to how to promote the economic growth. There are three possible ways to improve. Yeah, when we lower the interest rate, the economic growth is possible. Similarly, when we increase the real wages, there is a possibility. And third one is high global growth. Because of the international trade, the economic growth is possible. So there are three ways to promote the economic growth. One is lowering the interest rate. Second one is increase the real wage. And last one is conducting more international trade. And let's move to the next one. What are the determinants? As I already told, the factors of production is land, labor, capital, organization, out of which capital and labor is considered to be the predominant one. Based on that, only the business or economic development or economic growth. So there are three determinants. First one is accumulation of capital stock, and second one is how to increase the labor input, and the last one is the technical know-how, that is technical advancement. So these are the three determinants. And now let's move to economic stability. As we know, it is not only achieving the economic growth, but also we have to maintain the stability. Okay? Because the stability one will give a constant economic growth. The sustainable economic growth means the rate of growth which can be maintained without creating other significant economic problems, especially the future generation. So the trade-off between the rapid economic growth today, the growth in the future. So how we achieve the economic growth without disturbing the others, and we have to improve. There are many theories in economic growth. Some of the theory I have listed: Malthusian theory of population, classical theory of growth, and third one is big push theory, and fourth one is Rasto's stages of economic growth. Just now we have seen the five stages. Then the fifth one is solo model, and final one is the growth theory, endogenous growth theory. With this, let's move to the raster model. This is a model I have given. There are five stages. The initial stage, it will be in a traditional society. They will depend upon the rural economy. That is, all the people busy with the agriculture activities only. Once this stage surveyed, then we have to move to the next stage. It is depend upon the education. When we provide training to the laborers and make them skilled one, then we can move to the transitional stage where the people will be specialized in a particular work, the infrastructure will be produced, and output will be in surplus way. Once it is achieved, then we have to move to the third stage, it is called takeoff stage. In this stage, society not only depend on agriculture but also the industry. So more industry will be come in the scene, and we have to convert the savings into investment. There is a possibility for regional growth, and simultaneously the political growth will also increase. In this takeoff stage, the growth will move in an increasing rate. This end up with the fourth stage, that is drive to maturity. In this stage, not only industrialization, but also we are concentrating more on how to diversify the manufacturing techniques, and new innovative products will be there. Innovation and research and development will take place, and less relation with the import, and because we are going for the indigenous products, and the investment will be multiplied because of the investment multiplier. And finally, we reach the mass communication stage. In this, all the product based on the consumer oriented, more durable goods will be produced, and out of the three sectors, agriculture, industry, and service sector, the service sector try to get the dominancy. That stage, we used to call it as high mass consumption. But apart from that, we have a modern society, but also have given only these five stages. Now we are in the sixth stage. In 1960, Rasu have mentioned only these five stages, but now we are in the sixth stage called modern society stage. Uh, with this, I'm completing the class. Why? Because people are having the CA. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.